This is the Healey Brothers Show.
So you just do the introduction.
Yeah,
And
so
let
for our
Manny start off.
introduction, the guest Jason and I have on today is Manny. He actually used to work for us, but Manny went and became like an entrepreneur of his own business, Fat Boyz Food Truck, which is
banging.
absolutely delicious. The Piggy Mac, I think a lot of people like. That's
Even though the Healey team wants to go to sleep after it.
It's fine though.
Put you to sleep after that.
It's a fan
sure.
favorite. So if you
So-
want to run because like I said, you used to work for us. Now it's great to see
So if you
where
just
you
want to give your
are.
background,
Yeah, your background.
give your background. What took you back? Where you started? How you ended up doing Fat Boyz? Just give us a whole little story of everything, if you don't mind.
I worked for you guys for a long time. When I tell you, I mean, we probably go back 10 plus years, in the business, having a lot of fun. You guys trained me. You sent me away from management school. I started doing the whole special finance thing for you guys for JB at the Kia store. This was ground zero before you even got here. This location. JB3, who runs this beautiful facility right now, was my finance manager back then. And that's how far back we go. And you just see the growth in everyone, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
No, this was a lot of fun. COVID hit, shut us down. I think we were shut down for about 3 weeks. You guys called us back, say, hey, you guys get back over here. We need you to pump some contracts. Let's go, you know? So then we kept going, and I found my niche. I love to cook. So it just came.
Well, you're pretty
to me.
damn good at it too.
Dude, it came to me, and I'm like, whoa, this is easy. And I told my wife, I said, babe, this is real easy. So now I get it. She's a teacher. She's like, okay, great. You can do it on the weekends. I found the rig. I invested in myself, and the rest is history. And you guys have been a great part of my growth, which is awesome. You know, I love it.
So tell us a little bit of how you came up with Fat Boyz. What was like behind Fat Boyz? And what goes into that menu and all that stuff? Where is that coming from?
So with the name of the business, we went with Fat Boyz because we don't want you coming counting calories. I want you to know that you're going to have something hearty, something delicious, something different. And the people like different. People like choices. So I didn't want to be a truck that had just one or two items, like a taco truck or just a burger truck or I wanted to be everything. So I went ahead and I started creating some amazing dishes, and it went nuts. It went nuts, and then we just get creative as we go and we grow. We travel a lot now, and we're just loving life.
Nikki's got to show some of those as well. So
for sure.
So when
We
you're
got some
of
content. We got
yeah.
some content from the beginning too, as well, which was beautiful.
So one thing that I really love, you always tell me or Brian, what's the theme you're going for this time? And you'll cater right to that theme, like whether it's barbecue, Mexican, and you tailor it, and then you put your own twist on it. So how do you actually come up with some of this stuff?
Yeah.
So what you do is you're always going to want to, I want to say this the right way, but a tongue-asm. You know what I'm saying? Instead of an again, a tongue-asm, because now you're really tasting multiple flavors in one bite, and you're like, whoa, this really works well together, So the theme is always going to be based off of flavor. With me, it's always going to be flavorful food, delicious food, thought out food. Because sometimes you go to certain locations and say you order a burger and it takes about 40 minutes for you to get that burger. You don't get it the way you wanted it. So we listen to the little details, how you want it cooked, how you want it, what you don't want it. So it's all about catering to the customer, and again, that flavor, the tongue,
So what's your go-to? What's your go-to on the truck?
The piglet is going to be a crowd favorite. We have empanadas.
So what is the piglet, real quick?
The
What is that?
piglet is going to be barbecue pulled pork, which we roast for like 14 plus hours. So it just shreds apart. It's juicy. It's delicious. It's not dry. And then we make mac and cheese. The mac and cheese I make from scratch. And then I put it all together, and I put it on a big wedge. And I drizzle some barbecue on there. I drizzle some
You're making my mouth
on
water.
there. And when I tell you, man, I mean, it's probably like 3 pounds of a sandwich, and it's night-night.
Yeah.
So you know what I got to say?
You're going to sleep.
One thing Jay made sure that he wanted us to talk about was we had it a little later on the sheet, but seeing your face, right?
Yeah.
How you're explaining this, you're really thinking about the food and the process and whatnot. So why was it so important for you to find your passion with cooking, and how did that really come to be? Because you're watching just your mannerisms as you're explaining the piglet is you're very passionate about that,
and you're into it, and it's something that just came natural, so the flavors are thought out, the food is thought out. It's not just put together to sell. The selling part's going to sell itself. if you have an amazing menu that's mouth-watering at you reading the items on it, and you're like, whoa, what is that? I want to try it. And then you go to the next item, like a spicy chick. You're like, whoa, chicken sandwich, spicy slaw, boom, boom, sriracha, Tabasco, like, whoa. And it's like, you know, you put these flavors together, and when you really get into it, it's like something you've never had before.
I mean, and also, I'll give it, if you followed Manny before Fat Boyz was a thing, this guy, you had a 100-course meal for his family. He does all the time. Like, Sunday breakfast was insane. I was like, are we eating at a buffet? Or is it a buffet? Or
Let's
is it
go.
Just,
Let's
it's
go.
everything.
Let's do it.
So the passion for cooking was
I
always there.
love it. So it came easy to me, and it all started off with my grandmother. God bless her, dead in PR. And it all started with, you know, making my first omelet at like maybe
Who would have thought an omelet?
9 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm whipping it up, and then grandma's showing me how to do it, and I'm like, whoa, you know, and I started making it myself, started creating it myself. And from there, you know, you have what you call repetitive behavior and more practice.
Yeah.
You get better and better and better.
And then you're making things the way you love and the flavors. Your family's giving you the feedback and stuff like that.
Correct.
So
it just becomes beautiful. You know, at the end of the day, you'll make mistakes, but you learn from the mistakes you make.
yeah, I know from when you send that menu over, like when we choose our theme, the
love it,
BDC.
yeah.
These girls, I swear to God, if I didn't cut them off, they love the food.
They're
truck.
gonna be mad if they know you're here today. And they're not
so
getting food.
I asked, I was like, because I think it's nice, like, to grill for the employees every now and then, and they just go, nah, we'll just do Fat Boys. I'm just like, oh, okay. I was gonna take some
sorry.
I was gonna take some time today and cook for you guys.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, and I can
Don't
see on their
be
face
sorry.
like we'll cook for them. And they're just like "Ah, I'd rather have something else, kind of a thing. But
Yeah, like those burgers and dogs are not it.
yeah, they're not.
What
They're not
the
doing
love
it.
behind it and the thought behind it. You guys are amazing. You
Yeah.
treat your employees like family, and I can say that. You know, I'm here, I'm standing here, and you guys are truly amazing. You guys
Yeah, I
supported
mean-
me from day one, and you continue to support me. It shows you what you are as a business and a family in the community, which is pretty cool.
I mean, we respect that so much. I mean, it means a lot. You got to keep connections. You're great. My family loves you. My dad loves you. You're always around too. I mean, we talk all the time. We follow each other on social media. So having connections, networking with small business locally is so important to us, as you know. I mean, it's so important to you too.
so big.
I was gonna say, don't undermine yourself when it comes to treating people like family.
I know.
Just for Taylor's birthday, he personally reached out to me about it. It's like,
Yeah.
don't undermine yourself. Like, you are
Absolutely.
also all about the connections and the love of the people.
Manny touches everyone, man.
Yeah,
he sees
he
everything, and it's
100%
like
does.
it's just from the bottom of his heart. So
It's
that's
all love. It's all love, and then we call it like we see it. You know, like it's just amazing, and then the connections and the networks and everything is just a bonus.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
bonus.
it's having connections and relationships in life is one of the most important things. So
Everything.
So if
It's
you want
a-
to move on to part of the business aspect of it, like, what were any like challenges you faced at the beginning?
Nerves, nervous. You
That was
know,
the biggest
because
one?
I was the funder. I did everything. I stroked the check for everything. So here I am. I'm passionate about what I do, and I'm really following it. And I have the wife on the other end, and she's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like,
and this is
no.
also you have a good job.
Oh yeah,
you're good at it.
Doing
So it's like
great.
So
Are you
it's like
kidding me? It's amazing. It's amazing. We're taking care of the community. We're helping the community. We're putting people in cars. Everything is great. We're doing what's good for us as well as others.
Yep.
You know, and that's what you guys do. Your cars are amazing. You're running right through the shop. You're not putting crap out there, which is perfect. And people should appreciate that for your name. Like your name, we're always everywhere I am. I'm always promoting you guys and how great you've been to me.
you drive that Healey truck too. We appreciate that as well.
Yes, absolutely. We have multiples.
Yeah, I know.
You kidding me?
I know. You look good in that truck, too, and I-
Yes. Oh yeah, I love it. You kidding me? We're looking for another one. We're probably gonna do another one because I think I'm gonna do a dessert trailer next, with a whole new twist.
Oh, we'll touch on that at the end. So
Yeah.
if you go in the nerves going to the small
The
business, you wanna
nerves
touch on that.
going into the small business. I was afraid of failure. You're afraid that it's not going to be great. You're afraid that you're going to be too much. You're afraid. You know, you're just nervous. So here I am. I'm stroking a check. I'm doing all this. And it's like, you got this. Just do it. You got this. Nerves of steel. Nerves of steel. First year, we had to find ourselves, which was great. And we did. And we did, you know. After that, I mean, I have to be honest. Everything is word of mouth now.
Yep.
And by the end of March, I'm booked solid for the year.
Yeah. When I go to food trucks, you're top of mind every time when people ask me.
You're nervous going into it. You think you're gonna fail, but you.
So what are those nerves, like the menu, or just like you think it's not gonna work out?
It's your gut thinking it's not gonna work out. You don't think you're gonna have enough choices or options for people. You're not going to make everybody happy. You know, you're waiting for that 1%.
Yeah.
You're waiting for the 1%. And you're like, wow, this worked out. The 1% loves me.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, let's go, you know. Next week, we're feeding Beacon. City of Beacon reached out to us. It's like, hey, we want you to come feed us all. I'm like, all right, great. And it's all word of mouth.
Yeah.
Everything is word of mouth. People speak, people talk. And just going into it, you think it's not going to work, and it's like, you know what? You're doubting yourself, and you just start thinking positive. You start putting the positive out in the air, and then you become amazing. You advertise your food. You advertise yourself. And before you know it, everybody loves you as much as your food, and it's just a bonus, you know? So it all works out. Nerves of steel, go into it. Go full-fledged. If you're not scared, don't do it.
And you can't jump in you can't jump in halfway, right? You got to go for all.
I like
that.
Have to. I like that. If you're not
really
scared, don't do it.
Yep.
I like that.
If you don't have fear in you of something that's going to go wrong, because that's going to bring your defense up. That's going to make sure that you're ready and you're aware of everything that's going to happen. And you're going to look at it like a chess game. You're looking at like 4 or 5 moves ahead, and you're overthinking things, you know. And then once you start getting into it, and you start winning, you start taking pieces off the board. You're like, okay, this is working out. Yeah. And then before you know it, you have to believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable.
Yeah. And then, and obviously, it's not all perfect every day. So I'm sure you've had some hard days and stuff like that.
Absolutely, you're gonna have breakdowns. You're gonna have, with me, generators break down. In the beginning, you know, the fryers would clog up my my vent systems. You know, so you hire people out, you watch them, they start doing all these things, and you pay attention. You pay attention to who's gonna take care of you and who's not. But then you learn.
That's the biggest thing.
You know, so sometimes you take things and you do it yourself, and you're like, man, I could do it better.
Yeah.
And then you just make it better and better and better and better.
And keep investing in yourself the whole time, which is so important.
You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself. I've thought of doing a second trailer, which is pretty amazing. But then again, you know, trying to find somebody who's going to run it the way I want to run it with the passion is tough, and that's what keeps me from pulling the trigger and doing another one. So I figured I'm going to keep it nice and whimsical, and we're going to do a nice dessert trailer next. And then
I can't imagine what you're going to call it.
Oh, my God. I don't want to put anything out there, but it's going to be delicious. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll see
on a whole other level.
So would you say, no matter what, if you would have been pissed at yourself, you didn't take that risk? Do you think you would have regretted that in life?
Listen, live life with no regrets. Take chances. Make sure you have that fear in you, because it's going to make that chance that much better, and you pay more attention to it then, which is going to be good for you. But, yeah, I don't regret it. Yeah. I don't regret it one bit, you know.
No, you do. But if you didn't do, how bad would that have felt?
I would have never known.
Yeah.
I would have never known.
And you would have felt that feeling inside, huh?
Yeah, then you live with, I could have, would have, but I didn't, you know, type deal. And it's like, just believe in yourself and just do it. Yeah.
That's I mean, well said. So
yeah, 100%. Now, when you talk about connections and showing yourself and everything like that, right? How big of a role has social media played on that? Because we obviously talk about social media a lot, and we try and make a lot of people understand. We try and make our sales team, all of our team members understand the power of social media. So getting that insight from a small business owner where word of mouth and connections is really your biggest tool.
Yeah.
How would you?
Amazing. The Instagram, the Facebook, all that, the TikToks, all that stuff. If you're going to go and do it, absolutely. It's free advertising. You have eyeballs galore on you. If you stand out, people are going to follow you. And it's just, that's been a big thing in my growth, because I haven't paid for one commercial. I'm not on TV. Everything is word of mouth. So social media works that same way. Everything is all word of mouth, and people gravitate to something that looks good. And then when they're like, oh my God, somebody's telling me it's delicious and it looks good,
and they're sharing it, and then
they're like, oh my God. So once they see us, or they see us at Angry Orchards, like, hey, let's go check them out, you know. And then, believe it or not, with the parties itself, you know, I mean, It's nuts. It's crazy. You know, people are like, oh my God, I've never had anything like this. You know, and then it's like, you know, follow me on social media. You know, before you know it, you have a client. You're networking through social media. People are promoting you. They're suggesting they should talk to you for a party or for an event. And here you are. You're talking to people and you're booking events.
And also, if you test out some of the new stuff you put out, like people are sharing it, like, and then you kind of have an idea, like, oh, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna home run with this one.
Correct.
So,
correct. And we do a lot of the videos. We make the food the star. The food is the star. Like you guys take your clients and your sales reps, and they're promoting the vehicle, and they're excited. You know, somebody just picked up their vehicle and they're like, woo, they're on 10. You know, your sales rep is on 10. He's like, yes, they should take that energy and just make it blow up, you know, because that's the best energy you're gonna get at that moment. So you take the food, you make the food the star. When the people come and they eat it, they're like, oh my God, it was all the hype.
Yeah,
you know, so it's great.
Yeah.
How hard would it have been without social media?
It probably, I'm gonna be a little, it wouldn't have been too hard because people talk, and we live in a tight community. I think the social media took it and maybe multiplied it a little more.
Quicker.
You have more eyeballs outside of your realm that are looking at you, that are willing to come and look now. I think social media had a great impact on
for the growth, but your network is what would help succeed at first and give you your foundation.
Correct. Okay. Without the network, you wouldn't have had that. So yeah, social media.
I mean, that's why we're big on too. Like, I know we're big on social media, but our network and our helping we love to promote small business. We're a small business still at heart.
Yes.
And like, this is why we have this.
Awesome.
It's not the biggest in the world, but it's so important for us to connect with our community, hear their opinion on it, how they made it. And also it might help no one, but it might help one person to go take that extra leap today to start a food truck or start that new job or do something on their own that they're going to regret later in life, which you don't want to have. Like you said, you would have felt horrible not doing it and following your passion. Plus you're setting an example for your kids. Like,
I really am.
Like, he's like, dad took the leap. I could do it in life. So,
and that's what you want to promote. You want to promote that.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to take chances. Just do it. Take the chance. If you believe in yourself, you're gonna believe in yourself. You don't need to talk to a million people to find that recognition of, oh, you know what? Yeah. So don't talk to nobody. Just do it yourself. Follow your gut and believe in yourself and do it. And you're gonna make mistakes. Mistakes are gonna come along the way. You grow from them. You learn. It's
the best learning,
and you grow. Absolutely, every day is a learning experience.
Yeah, I literally just had a meeting with the social media team on Tuesday, and I said, guys, you can't wait to fail. You can't rely on me or someone else telling you it's okay. I want you to go out and fail. Obviously, it's within our brand thing. If it's good for the brand and you think it's gonna be great, you got to go and do it. If it fails, it's okay, because we'll all be better from learning from it. So that was like the biggest point I had on Tuesday. And like, you guys are hired for a reason. You're creators. Go out and be creative, and don't be scared to fail. You will only be better.
No, absolutely.
So
it's like you use analogies for that too, you know? When you rode your bike, you got a bunch of bumps and you fell.
But now you can ride it.
Now you can ride. You go anywhere, you know? And you never forget that, you know? It's like driving a clutch. You never forget that. Yeah. So again, don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to try new things, because you never know. You never know.
So before we wrap it up here, if you could give advice to one person or small business owner, what would it be? It could be a couple things or one thing, or what would you say?
Don't be shy on the camera. Be yourself. Let the people see the true you. Utilize social media for your growth. And don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And just believe in yourself and just do it. And again, don't be shy on the camera. People are going to love you for you.
Yeah. It's easy for you now. You're pretty damn good on the camera now. So if you guys want to follow Fat Boyz, he's on camera. He does make the food the star of the show, but he gets on there daily. So.
I do. You know, I got my little punch. You know, that's my little signature hit. You guys can follow us. You know, we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. It's a FATBOYZ.
And we'll tag you and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Fat Boyz NY.
And we'll tag you with everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll send you the content as well, so you could use.
Lots of private events, lots of corporate events.
He's always at Healey Brothers too. If you sneak in, we probably won't even notice. So
yes, love you guys. Always feeding you guys some delicious food.
Nicky, do you have anything else for me?
Nicky's got some old content when he first started.
Oh my God,
we do have some
I
old
gotta
content,
send. Do you have it? I could send it to you.
Everything should be in our Dropbox.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a lot more
From the
organized
start, too. You know, you got my commercial too. I had a commercial on.
Yeah.
Time Warner.
Yo, you got to go on YouTube. So
might-
we actually have a Manny commercial.
Yeah.
You can blurb that in there. It's on our YouTube.
Cool.
Drew actually might still have it saved on like a hard drive too. But if you
Yeah.
can cut,
Okay.
steal it off.
Yeah, I'll talk with Drew. If it's not, it should
We
be
actually
in our
made that
Dropbox.
into one of our first YouTube ads. It like
nuts.
blew up. It
Went
blew
nuts.
up.
It
Like
went
blew
nuts,
up.
Yeah, I'll have to
It's
look
actually
for it,
it's pretty funny. I forgot you did that one. That was good.
What was it about?
It was for the credit acceptance.
Yeah, credit
program,
acceptance, 'cause
you
we
know?
just started it.
Yes, we were.
CAC,
It was
okay.
great. We were helping everybody.
What year
out.
was it?
This was a long time. This is when Kia was just like
Yes.
not the brand yet that they are
Yes.
today, but they were like,
And we were promoting that used car outlet like crazy. We were doing an amazing job helping people.
Oh, so
out.
this was a long time.
oh
This was a
my, yeah.
while. I mean, I'm telling you, man, we had so much inventory. It was great because then you had people that had the really bad credit that didn't have a shot. You go to certain dealerships and they just kicked them out. They broomed them out, which was terrible. They'd come in. I had the BDC working. I'd come in every morning. We'd have like 7, 8, 9 appointments waiting for me.
Yeah.
And 1 in 3 drives in that program, and it was great. It was fantastic.
I mean, you're really helping someone get to work, which
Yes.
people don't understand. That person needs to get to work too.
They
So
need to make.
and they had
for
some
their family.
unfortunate things, and
Yeah, absolutely.
Part
We
of
don't
it
look
even
at any
goes-
of that. We never
part
looked at any of that.
Yeah.
Part of it goes farther than the travel aspect. It helps them going forward with their credit.
Where
Yeah.
we live in the
helps
Hudson
them,
Valley, you need a vehicle. To
Oh, you
commute.
definitely need a vehicle.
You definitely need a vehicle.
Oh, you can't walk to work here.
No, not at all.
Oh, in Fishkill, there's sidewalks everywhere, so now you can buy there.
But no, we helped out a lot of people, and it was great. We were very successful, and I mean, doing that alone, the referral business that we received off of that was amazing.
I mean, that also just goes to show,
Yeah.
the true if you follow your passion, you find what you love. Even you had a good career going and longevity of it.
Yes.
Being with us for a long time.
Oh.
You still went and you did what you love. There's no regrets. You're doing phenomenal.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you so much.
you're feeding thousands of tons of people. I don't even know how many yet, but you should keep track of that. That'd be cool to track
Yeah,
that.
the POS piece it keeps track of the meals
Yeah.
and stuff like
But-
that, but it's a lot.
It's a ton. So, Manny, I appreciate it, man. Keep
Love you
doing what you're
guys.
doing.
You guys
We'll have you
are
at one of the
awesome.
dealerships soon because
Yes.
you're always around. So
Thank
we'll
you
set
so
that
much.
up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
During
right.
the week, we're available for you
Yeah.
guys. You guys are the best. I truly appreciate the love and everything behind all of it. Keep doing what you guys are doing. This is amazing. And you're gonna
You like this? This room came out pretty good,
so
right?
much- you're gonna have so
Yeah,
much
Manny
fun.
did say we have to decorate it
Yeah,
better.
just
Than
a
we,
little
we need
yeah,
a
get the
women's
girls
touch.
in here,
We
you
need
know?
some. We do need a women's
Yeah.
touch. We need some Fat Boys gear to put up in here.
We're gonna get some merch for you guys. That'd be perfect. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right, Manny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's always a
for having
pleasure.
me. You guys are awesome. God bless.
Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and follow us at Healey Brothers on all social platforms.